We are learning stunning new details about the FBI's investigation into President Trump. According to the New York Times, the FBI was so concerned when President Trump fired former Director James Comey that it launched a counterintelligence investigation to look into whether Mr. Trump was secretly working for Russia. Errol Barnett is at the White House with more. Errol, good morning.
Good morning. Look, we've known that former FBI Director James Comey's firing and President Trump's dismissal of him has been a focus of the special counsel's probe, and whether or not that is an obstruction of justice. But the New York Times spoke with former investigation officials and those familiar with the matter who say they also weighed whether the president's actions undermined national security.
Shortly after President Trump fired his then FBI Director James Comey in May 2017, law enforcement officials reportedly began investigating whether the president was working on behalf of Russia. The New York Times reports that FBI officials launched an inquiry after the president connected Comey's dismissal to the Russia investigation on 2 occasions.
I was going to fire Comey. There's no good time to do it.
Once in this NBC interview in which President Trump appeared to say he dismissed Comey because of the Russia probe.
And in fact, when I decided to just do it, I said to myself, I said, you know, this Russia thing with Trump and Russia is a made-up story. It's an excuse by the Democrats for having lost an election that they should have won.
And the other instance that reportedly alarmed investigators was a letter Mr. Trump wrote to Comey in which he thanked the outgoing FBI director for telling him he was not a subject of the FBI's Russia probe.
There was no collusion.
President Trump has vehemently denied any wrongful connection to Moscow, and so far there has been no evidence made public that Mr. Trump was in secret contact or took direction from Russian officials. Press Secretary Sarah Sanders fired back against the report, writing in a statement, quote, "This is absurd. James Comey was fired because he's a disgraced partisan hack. President Trump has actually been tough on Russia."
Now, the counterintelligence probe was wrapped into the overall Russia investigation, but it is unclear if Special Counsel Mueller is still pursuing that angle of it. Now, investigators also reportedly considered opening this aspect of the investigation during the 2016 election, but were unsure of how to proceed of something with such a high magnitude of importance. Michelle?
Sounds like a lot still left to unravel. Errol Barnett in Washington, thank you so much.